Mogul Motivation, educating and empowering entrepreneurs 1 week at a time. Presented by True Stories Media. And I am your host, Antoine Twiz Taylor. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Mogul Motivation. This is episode 204. A previous episode of Mogul Motivation is titled, Titles Mean Nothing. And in that episode, I talked about how it's not enough to give yourself a title. I'm a CEO, I'm a boss, I'm a leader, I'm a published author, I'm a business consultant, I'm a coach. It's not enough to give yourself those titles when you haven't done the work. And I want to expand on that notion today. You see, it's easy to create this false image of ourselves on social media and the internet. You know, we give ourselves those titles. We write long, elaborate captions and, posts about how hard the struggle is in entrepreneurship and building a career and things of that nature. But in reality, and we know the truth, we ain't doing nothing. We ain't doing the real work. We're slacking. We're just doing that for attention. We're doing that for likes, for posts, for shares. We're content with that false image. And in somewhere in our mind, we think that everything we want, the profits, the successful business, the successful dream career job that we have in our minds, we think is automatically going to fall into our lap. That's insanity. We have to really stop doing that. We have to stop lying to ourselves and we have to stop lying to the world. We want steak without having a stake in anything. We don't want to bring anything to the table. We think that the profits are just going to come as long as we imagine it, but we don't do any work. Faith without works is dead. So you can still have that faith. You can still manifest it, but you still got to put in the work. You still got to have some sweat equity in what you're doing. You got to risk something. You have to invest your money, your time, your energy, your emotions into your business, into your career. That has to be at stake. You have to be risking all of those things. You see, it's easy if somebody give you $1 million out of nowhere because you ain't going to value that $1 million. But if you invest $1 million into this business, now you going to really work because that's $1 million you don't want to lose. You can lose somebody else's $1 million because you ain't got nothing to lose. It wasn't your money to begin with. You was just supervising the money. But if it's your money that you put into this business, if it's your energy you put into this business, if you're the one that's out there hustling, grinding every single day, now you got something at stake. Now you're a stakeholder. You have that sweat equity, and now it means more to you. It's easy to create this false image when you haven't put nothing into it. We do this all the time. It's so many people out here that create these shell companies. On the outside, it looks good. On the outside, it looks like we're an entrepreneur. We take nice pictures. We post nice captions. But in the inside, we ain't doing nothing. We're just sitting around. We're lazy. We don't have that burning desire. We got to stop acting like that. We got to stop operating like that. We have to put something at stake. Risk something. Stop being timid. Stop being afraid. Put something on the table. Invest into your future. Invest into this business. Do what you got to do to get your marketing together. Do what you got to do to increase your mental capacity so you can continue to grow in your career. Stop being lazy. Stop being timid. Stop making excuses. Be a stakeholder in what you really want. It's nobody else's responsibility to create this business for you. It's nobody else's responsibility to get you to where you want to be in life. It's your responsibility. You're the one who have to risk it. You're the one who have to become a stakeholder in your future. And until you do that, you're not going to have anything at risk and you're not going to have no desire. You're not going to really want it as bad as you claim you want it. Stop giving a false image on social media and the internet. Stop lying to yourself. Stop lying to the people and start working. This is what I had to tell myself years ago. I wasn't going as hard as I knew I could go, so I had to become a bigger stakeholder in my future. I had to invest more money. I had to invest more hours. I had to invest more emotions in what I really wanted. That's why it means so much to me, and that's why it will mean so much to you. Because you put your dollars into this business. You put your heart and soul into this business and it grew into millions of dollars, billions of dollars. You put your heart and soul into becoming a doctor, a lawyer, or rising up the ranks in corporate America. You did that. You became the administrator of your school district. You did that with your heart and your soul. You became a stakeholder in your future. It ain't your mama job. It ain't your daddy job. It ain't your friend's job. It's not a stranger's job. If they want to invest in you, if they want to support you, that's beautiful and that's great. But you can't expect anybody to do that but yourself. So that's my message this morning, ladies and gentlemen. Titles mean nothing. None of this means nothing unless you put something on the table, unless you put it on the line, unless you're risking it, unless you become a stakeholder in your future, in your dream. None of this means nothing. So let's continue to work. Let's continue to imagine reality. You can't have steak with no steak. You can't have the profits if you're being lazy. Put in the work. Stop being timid. Stop being afraid. Stop making excuses and make it happen. Have a great day. I'll talk to you next week.